After years of waiting, the Coalition developers have finally given us the Gears of War game we've all been asking for. As someone who's been a Gears fan since 2008, I've been there through it all. I've played every single game through the highs and the lows, yes, even Gears of War Judgment. And man, I still remember how badly that game was received by the community, but I stuck with it because I'm a pure-hearted Gears fan. I love the lore, the PvP, and Horde mode. Even though Judgment flopped, it took risks, and while those risks didn't pay off, I can appreciate that they tried something different. Unfortunately, it did hurt the franchise because after that, we didn't get another Gears game for quite some time. Then Gears of War 4 came back, and it was a solid return to form. But let's be honest, it played things very safe. It felt like Gears of War 3, just with better graphics and a new generation behind it. Then Gears 5 released, and man, that game had a rocky launch. I still played it and made it all the way to Prestige 50, so I've put countless hours into that game. But the reception was rough, the microtransactions were out of control, and the Terminator skin exploit was a nightmare to deal with on the PvP side. It felt like the game spent a lot of time trying to recover from its launch issues. Now I'm 29 years old, and seeing Gears finally take a risk like this genuinely makes me happy. Honestly, I understand now why it took the Coalition so long to develop this game. E-Day looks like a true AAA experience. This is what we've been waiting for. This is the kind of game that reminds people why they fell in love with Gears of War in the first place. And to be honest, for once, I'm not just hyped about the multiplayer, but this time it's the story that's pulling me in. I've always followed the lore, and now we finally get to experience Emergence Day. I've always wanted to see what happened during those first moments when everything fell apart. I want to see what Sarah looked like when the Locust first emerged. I want to see what characters like Ram and Scourge were doing during that time. As a longtime fan of the lore, that's the part that has me the most excited. Now, I know the community is split. I've seen people on Twitter saying the mechanics look too much like Uncharted. I've seen others saying the sliding mechanics make it look like it's trying to be Call of Duty. And honestly, I get it. The gameplay does look different, but we needed this. We needed a change. So you know what? I'm glad the Coalition is taking risks. I'm glad the mechanics are changing. It was overdue. It's 2026 and Gears of War needs this comeback. I love that they added sliding. I love that you can climb onto objects. I love that the movement feels heavier, like Marcus is actually carrying armor and equipment instead of floating around the map. The gameplay has weight to it, and I think that's exactly what Gears needed. And honestly, I can't wait to see what the beta feels like. When the beta drops in August, I'm jumping in day one. I'll be making content, testing everything out, and most importantly, giving constructive feedback. Because these developers care. You can tell they care about this franchise. You can tell they're passionate about bringing back longtime fans while also introducing a new generation of players to Gears of War. And that's exactly why I want to give constructive criticism when the beta arrives. If there's an official feedback form, survey, or anything like that, I'll definitely be participating because I want this game to succeed. At the end of the day, I think Gears of War E-Day is exactly what this franchise needed. So drop a comment down below and let me know what you think. Are you excited for Gears of War E-Day? What do you think about the new mechanics, and are you planning on jumping into the beta when it releases in August? Because personally, I think it's finally time.
Our roads converge again. Marcus Phoenix.